Knebel in beautiful Monument, Colorado, and it's an honor to be sharing today on behalf of Shweiki Media Business Booster webinar series. Today we're going to have a very brief 10 or 11-minute webinar on how to most effectively use LinkedIn as a lead generation and CRM tool, and also creating a top-of-mind awareness and how to connect with people without ever being perceived as a stalker, spammer, or pest. So now you're looking at my LinkedIn homepage, and I think it's ironic that one of the most powerful functions of LinkedIn is hiding right on the homepage. And I can't tell you how many individuals and organizations I've trained over the last 10 years, yes, that's correct, 10 years, on how to use LinkedIn who are unaware of this function. So here we are at the homepage. Go to the right of the search box and click on the advanced button. And this is up what I refer to as the holy grail, because boy, we would have given our left arm for a tool like this 15, 20, 30 years ago. So right now you're looking at a page that we can populate, and we don't have time on this webinar today, so I'm going to run through this pretty quickly. So I want you to think of who are the people that you want to do business with, sell to, network with, refer business to, find passive or active job candidates, or whatever. And for the purposes of this example, let's say that I want to build relationships or sell to or network with chief financial officers. So I'm up here to where it says title, and I'm going to type in CFO. But I'm not going to just end there, because that's way too broad a search, knowing that there are over 200 million people on LinkedIn. So I'm going to reduce this down to current CFOs, not CFOs from back when the earth was cooling. And I don't want to see the CFOs in Afghanistan or Austria or any of a couple hundred countries. I want to see them here in the United States, but I'm just showing you pretty much the whole world. So I'm my home zip code, which is 80132. I live in Monument, Colorado, which is a very small town, 50 miles south of Denver, 20 miles of Colorado Springs. This is not a heavily populated area, probably a population of less than 10,000. And if I didn't wanted to look for CFOs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but I didn't know Tulsa's zip code, I would just click on lookup. I would type in Tulsa, and it would give me all the zip codes. I'm going to do this down to a 25-mile search. So I'll do it by 10, 25, up to 100 miles. So I'm narrowing down my search. I look for current CFOs within 25 miles of my home, just the airline industry, or any combination of 100 other industries. But I'm just showing how that can be done. You break it down by what level connection we are, what seniority level they have in their organization, languages they speak, company size by employees, 4,500. So when I say LinkedIn's a database, it is a database. So let's do this. Let's look for current CFOs within 25 miles of my house. So I click on search. LinkedIn is through 200 million people, and it pulls up 282 results. Now you should be falling out of your chair, because we would have killed for a tool like this 15 or 20 years ago. And here it is at our fingertips for free. Free is a good thing. So now I see all these people, and if I wanted to, I could click on Save. And I could save this search and now use LinkedIn as a CRM or customer or client relationship management tool. By the way, LinkedIn also integrates with Outlook, Salesforce, and some other tools. So this does this very seamlessly. And also when I save it, I can have LinkedIn email me once a week to determine if anybody new has joined LinkedIn or changed their job function, and now they would fit my criteria. So LinkedIn is a tremendous job search tool, not job search, well, yeah, job search too, but CRM type of tool. So just for the purposes of today, let's pretend I saved that search. And I'm going to use an example I use all the time, even though I've never met this man, and I've been using this example for years. He's used around page 7 or 8. So let's just also cover the fact that I am not stalking. Stalking is when I'm looking for information on somebody that they don't want me to know about them. I'm actually here looking at the information that people want you to know about them. That's why, by definition, they put it on their LinkedIn profile. And again, your LinkedIn profile is your electronic digital business card, not your website, but your LinkedIn profile. Click on Walter Glover, who I've never met, and I what Mr. Glover looks like. He's the Chief Financial Officer at the U.S. Olympic Committee. I can see where he works and where he used to work. I can see some information in his summary. I can see what organizations he belongs to in the local Colorado Springs area. By the way, I could click on any one of these and it would show me everybody else on LinkedIn that also has this in their profile. Hint, hint. I can hear he likes golfing and woodworking, and he's proud of the fact that he was in Who's Who in America in '71. What I would suggest is this information would be tremendously powerful information to build a know-like trust relationship as quickly as possible and to get out of the smile and dial, getting past the gatekeeper, building rapport, and oh my, did you catch that fish on the wall mode that most business development professionals have been in for the last 50 years. I think one of the most powerful functions of LinkedIn is this. It shows you how you're connected to this individual. So what is a second-degree connection of mine, which means it goes from me to somebody, to Walter. So if I can get a kind introduction through a mutual friend, that would be a smart thing to do. So I just scroll down. 28, 29, 30, 31 people. We know Walter. Why would I ever want to smile and dial and do those old, intrusive 19th century sales type moves when I could just get a warm introduction through any of 31 mutual friends? So I go up, I hover over this down arrow, I go to get introduced, and I find I know the best because that person would probably give me the warmest introduction. So say I pick, just for the sake of argument, let's say, bear with me, I'm going to pick Lynn. So next type of message, please be so kind as to forward this message on to Walter. Thanks a lot. I owe you one, Kev. Right below that, the message I want Walter to see. Now, bear in mind, you better not be trying to sell somebody something when you're trying to connect with them. This is not about what I refer to, and by the way, I've been teaching networking, online and offline networking for 20 years. So whenever you're meeting somebody and they're immediately going into selling mode, I call that kissing on the first date. You do not. That's how you build a know-like trust relationship. So my message to Walter would probably be something like, hi, Walter, but it looks like you know my friend Lynn. Lynn and I have known each other for a couple of years, great lady. I'm all about paying it forward and adding massive value to the local business community, and I'd love for you to make me prove it. Here's my email address. Perhaps I could help you some way personally, professionally, or both. At the very least, maybe we should have a phone call, cup of coffee, and perhaps sometime we'll go out and hit the golf ball together. Rock, Kev, or however I end that, and I will bet you as much money as you want to bet that if you're trying to people through old, intrusive 20th century smile and dial stalker-like methods, and I to the same person through time-tested, proven relational networking and interpersonal skills, and a warm introduction through a mutual friend, you be Einstein to figure out who's going to win. I'm going to win all day, every day, and twice on Tuesday. So, just kind of recap that. All we did was we went to the homepage on LinkedIn, advanced over here to the right of the search. We looked for a particular job title or whatever. We hit search. We found the results. We could save that into a file, and then we could look for who we know in common that could open up the door and facilitate an introduction. So I hope it's helpful. It's an honor to be part of the Shweiki Media Business Boost Webinar Series. If I could ever help you in any way, I'm extending my hand in friendship, and I'm challenging you to take me up on that. If I can help you, I'm happy to help you, and I'd love for you to make me prove it. If you go to my website, which is kevinknebel.com, Knebel is 5 letters, Knebl. Could I please buy another vowel? You can sign up for my newsletter, my blog. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. I do a lot of training and consulting and speaking on those platforms all around the world on a weekly basis. You can subscribe to my blog, my newsletter, whatever. I'd love to help you if I can. So I want to say again, on behalf of Shweiki Media, it's been an honor, and I look forward to catching up with you either online or offline. Have a great day.